Ladies and gentlemen, today Mama Ada Odinga meets Madam Janet Pombe Magufuli in their home in Karen. And as I am just displaying the photos is very important, and we can see alias and John Pombe, the late family, and the former First Lady, together with Raila Odinga shaking hands with Her Excellency Madam Janet Magufuli, and again Mama Ada Odinga with Janet Magufuli. This meeting is very significant, and as you know, Raila Odinga and the late Tanzania President Pombe Magufuli were having good impact in relationship, and as this is happening in the Republic of Kenya's first visitation, where Madam Janet Magufuli was held by Ada Odinga, and according to Ada Odinga, she's saying that it was quite an honor to have hosted former Tanzania First Lady Janet Magufuli alongside her son Anwar and beautiful daughter Jessica Magufuli. She wrote that way. And this visitation, according to Ada Odinga, she described it as that their visit as gracing our home with the warmth of friendship and family. So it was a kind of family unity, family relationship. I want us to find some of the leaked details on this visitation by the former First Lady Madam Janet Magufuli. Ladies and gentlemen, before I carry on, I want to take this golden chance to thank you very much for your great support to this channel. I want to appreciate new subscribers who tune in and subscribe to our channel. I want to say thank you very much for your subscription, and please consider to give this video a thumb of like. When you like this video, it will reach to several people in the YouTube community. And as you bother the same boat with the members, please consider to drop your opinion at the comment section below. Let's proceed with this analysis. Now, why is this visitation very much important? Why is this visitation very much important? Number one, Raila Odinga and Mama Ada Odinga, they are now telling Kenyans that they are still united with the family of the former late President Mr. John Pombe Magufuli. And Kenyans are aware that Raila had a great impact with the Tanzania President, the late John Pombe Magufuli. And as you know, ladies and gentlemen, Madam Janet Magufuli is also aware of that. So they decided today to eat together, celebrate together as a kind of remembrance of great impact which Raila had with Tanzania President Madam John Pombe Magufuli. The number two, according to me, is that this visitation is now bringing change to Raila Odinga's side of the AU. The reason why I am saying this is because, remember, Madam Janet Magufuli is someone who can access to the President of Tanzania, Samia Suluhu. So, even though they discuss some of the family affairs issues and some private secret, but I believe that there was political discussion emerged in this visitation. And I know Madam Ada dropped this bombshell that if Janet Magufuli will go back to Tanzania, let her remind Madam Samia Suluhu that Raila Odinga is still having a vision or dream to be the AU chairman. and let the promises which she made to Raila Odinga not to be diluted. I think that is also the second viewpoint on this visitation. Then in the pictures I have just displayed, the third point, we are seeing Ali Hassan Joho, the former Mombasa governor. Just yesterday, but one, Raila endorsed, I think it was yesterday, endorsed Ali Hassan Joho. And nowadays, Joho seems to be a very close friend to Raila Odinga. I think Joho is the one who is now in charge of all Raila's leaked secret in this country, because Joho was not being expected there. But why is he present in Madam Janet Magufuli's visitation? It's because Raila Odinga is trying to nurture Hassan Joho on a very strong and significant political ambition. Joho, as you know, he had declared interest to be the presidential running mate in ODM party. And if it is so, then he must find some of the political interest, political skills on Raila Odinga. So that is why we are seeing Raila Odinga is making Joho to be close to him in order to embattle with the battle ahead of him. So the presence of Ali Hassan Joho is also very much significant, because Joho is also trying to propel Raila's AU, as you know. Maybe Joho was also supporting this to Madam Janet Magufuli, or it was a kind of abruptly visitation, so Joho was also incurring with Odinga's family. You never know, because these politicians always meet and they always talk, they always discuss several things. And I believe that there must be some political interesting stories were discussed in this visitation. Then the third point, or the fourth point, ladies and gentlemen, on this visitation is that Madam Janet Magufuli is now telling Kenyans publicly that is actually grateful, thankful for the support which the country offered to her during the burial of the late John Pombe Magufuli. We recall it was Uhuru Kenyatta and William Samoei Ruto's administration. Kenya stood with Tanzania people, and by the way, Magufuli was rushed in Nairobi hospital, for those who followed, and I think he died in Kenya, if I'm not wrong. So in this presence, today we are seeing Madam Janet Magufuli with Odinga's family. It means that Madam Janet Magufuli have now come out to tell Kenyans the important role which they played to assist her in burying the husband. So that is why today he came and met Raila Odinga, Ida Odinga, and Ali Hassan Joho, plus any other politician who are there. But let's hope that in this visitation, after that, she is going to visit the First Lady again, Rachel Ruto. We believe so, because details leaked out has not been exposed that she has jetted out of the country, which means she is still present in the country, because she landed today with her family. So I think the four points I have just mentioned is very much important and very much significant. And as you know, right now Kenya is now being recognized as the first country to endorse a very significant prominent leader to set for the AU job contest. And that is why we are seeing several diplomats, we are seeing several people visiting the former Prime Minister home in Karen. I think and hoping that when it's come next year, Feb, a time like this, Raila Odinga will be set to Addis Ababa for inauguration. I think that is whatever I have today at this point or at this hour, based on Janet Pombe Magufuli visitation to Raila Odinga's home in Karen. Ladies and gentlemen, this marks the end of our analysis. Kindly consider to give this video a thumb of like, share it to your family, friends, and relatives. And if this might be your first time watching me as on Kenya TV YouTube channel, I also request you do me a favor, take a 1 second and click that subscription and subscribe to our channel. In that next time when I upload to you such kind of a video, the video will automatically come to your YouTube platform. To the members, thank you and be blessed. As I end this analysis, what are your take? Bye bye.